Hello and welcome everybody. Welcome back to Runecrafting, this epic series that no one asked for.
Runecrafting.
That's right. Oh, my inventory is full. As you can tell, if you watched the first episode, I was still way back in the library, and today I am excitedly crafting some blood runes, but you'll notice I have been here for a little bit. I'm approaching having a stack of 60,000 blood runes. That's worth over 20 mil. It's kind of feeling pretty good. And we are so close to level 84 rune crafting, and we'll see if we get it while we record here. But welcome back to the second episode of Runecrafting, which sounds horrible, terrible name, but thanks for clicking on the video anyway. That's right. Runecrafting plus chatting, AMA time, let's go. I will now be using perhaps the live chat's questions, perhaps the questions that I received from the previous episode in the YouTube comments section, and we'll see what happens. So welcome to Runecrafting number 2. Oh, looks like we've got a question here. The first question is, what's your favorite cucumber flavor? No idea what this means, but I'm going to answer it by saying cucumber. Well, thanks for your questions today, everybody. This is the all the questions that I received. So I guess if I had more questions, we might have lasted long enough for me to get level 84 runecrafting on video. Would have been a great celebration to have with you guys. Stream over. Yep. Thanks for being here. Okay, fine. There actually is one more question, and it's the cheeky little question of when is WePod Now 7? Anyone watching this doesn't know what WePod Now is, but I did do a little bit of a podcast with my now wife and old best man at my wedding. And it's a weekly podcast. It's been going for like 8 years at this point, so there's a lot of episodes out. And he's asking when the 7th episode is coming out, and sometime soon. Let's hope for March. It's gonna be awesome, and it's gonna be streamed live on the WeScale Now Twitch channel. It's gonna be awesome. WePod Now 7, so it's once a year. No, it's a weekly podcast, please. It's a weekly podcast. Okay, we do have some questions pouring in at this point. Fine, I was gonna go with the little jokey joke that I was only gonna answer the cucumber question, but I guess we can get serious here. Next question, what's your next 99 after runecrafting? Oh, thank you for assuming that I'm actually gonna hit this 99 in runecrafting, but let me just glance over the stats here for a second, because I've got an answer in mind. Because I'm assuming that 99 attack is going to happen before the runecrafting, otherwise that'd be a pretty easy cop-out answer. My plan, just in terms of fashion and style, cape slot-wise, is I'm going to lose this quest point cape sometime soon here, and I'll get to wear my attack cape, because I really like that one. It was my favorite one back in the day, so I'm finally going to get that back. Nice red and yellow. But then after runecrafting, honestly, I'm looking out here, and it kind of feels like the next one is going to be thieving, even though that's literally my lowest skill. But I've done that at 99 before, and I think I can do it again real quick. It was a nice grind, and I love the purple and black. So my answer is thieving right now. But then again, it's not an AFK skill, so perhaps if I am going to do an AFK one, it might be ranged, just like in Nightmare Zone. Could be. Next question, we got a doozy here. Only drink warm ice cream or hot milk for the rest of your life. I hope that you're not pulling any of the content from WePod Now 7 just for this piece of content here. But interesting question. My freezer broke, and I was getting ready for a nice bowl of ice cream one night, and I pulled out the gallon of vanilla ice cream, and it was essentially full, and it sloshed. I felt it slosh, and I was like, that's not how a bucket of ice cream is supposed to feel. And turns out I've got a new fridge. It literally came that day. So that's one of the perks to not owning your place, not owning your fridge. I'm still on that same bucket of ice cream. So like basically all the vanilla flavor went down to the bottom of the bucket, and like the top half is like a really crunchy, flavorless ice cream like substance, and I'm not actually complaining. I think it's fine. I don't think it's that gross. I got the ews in chat, but I don't think it's that gross. It's fine. But back to the question, warm ice cream or hot milk for the rest of my life? Are you saying that I don't get to have water? I'm going to say, like, I'm going to have to, like, confine this question a little bit. It doesn't mean that, like, that's the only thing I get to drink for the rest of my life. I think it means, like, if I choose one, I can't have the other? No water! Fine. Okay, it's no water. Yikes. I think the question is obvious. And if we're aiming at survival, we're going to be doing warm milk. And if you wanted me to do it based on flavor, yeah, ice cream. But, like, we're doing warm milk, dude. I need to live. Ice cream would kill you. Right? That made me gag. Oh, no. Warm milk wasn't an option? Oh, yes, it was. Wait, wasn't it? Let me look again. Hot milk? Oh, no! Yuck! Okay, the thing with temperature, though, is that it's literally not possible to force me to drink it, like, while it's still boiling, you know? Right? I guess it's in the question there, isn't it? I guess it's right there in the question. Honestly, though, I think it's just, like, a matter of survival, though. Let's say that you do have to drink it while it's still hot. I'm really not into hot drinks, honestly. Not into hot drinks at all. But I think that I would have to do hot milk because you would just die with the ice cream, right? You would just die. Yeah, hot milk, you can make hot cocoa. But, like, once again, like, you can't, like, have that much sugar or... Never mind, this has been going on too long. I would like water-flavored ice cream, please. Have you guys had watermelon-flavored ice cream? It's, real good. Honestly, it's probably not ice cream. It's gelato. Watermelon gelato. That's some good stuff. Did I answer the question? I think there's only one answer. Hot milk, not because I want to, but because I have to. Next question. Who's your least favorite mod? Next question. How's the new job? Well, thanks for asking. Like, it's been a fun experience. If anyone in chat doesn't know, I am a full-time professional editor for a speedrunner, a well-known speedrunner, a Red Bull athlete, Grand Pooh Bear, mainly known for Mario speedrunning, does a bunch of Mario World hacks, does a bunch of... Oh boy, we just had someone find out. Yeah, it's the truth. Go check out, go check out that YouTube channel. I've got, like, the last, like, 2 weeks of content are all me. Yeah, no, it feels like I set a fire for him every day, and then he yells at me, and then I have to fix it. And... So yeah, it's super fun. So yeah, so that's my new job. I get to edit his videos. It's exclusively been downloading his Twitch content and just making highlights. Not really highlights. It's really not highlights. It's more gameplay centric to be called that. But I get to make the thumbnails. I get to schedule them. I get to make the titles and everything. So I thought that I was an editor. But after talking to someone who was, like, more in the business, turns out he said, "You're not an editor, you're a manager." So I changed my Twitter bio, like, on the spot. I changed it to YouTube manager /editor for @GrandPoohBear. Yeah, pretty sick. It's fun. Obviously, you get to make your own hours. The commute is pretty good. You wake up from sleeping and you walk down the hallway and you sit down in your computer chair and you start editing the next day's video. So it was kind of a lot of work to get caught up, editor transition and everything. I had a decent amount of time to get ahead, and I edited quite a few videos. And then it turns out my editing was, like, a little bit too lean in. It was a little bit too spicy for what his audience was used to. I was focusing on his personality and words more than the game, and they didn't want that. Turns out no one likes Grand Pooh Bear, they just want his gameplay. Is what I took from that. No, but I found a happy medium, so I still get to do my silly animations and everything, and I'm getting better at editing all the time. It's super fun, and I just feel myself growing and finding opportunities to, like, learn more ways to edit faster and edit better and just keep on doing silly things. It's like, it's my job to be creative, and I think that I always needed that. It really is epic. And he's a full-time client, so I don't need to like go out and look for other people. I could network with even more communities and everything, but honestly, like this is kind of like a top of the line sort of gig. It's amazing. I started with like 120 Twitter followers, like nothing. and it's like slowly just growing, grab a few this day, grab a few the other day. It's super fun. You would love to edit for a streamer? Oh yeah, okay. So now that I've kind of gone on my spiel. Oh, wait. Yeah, we need to just give it like a few little stories. Like I said, I light a few fires here and there that he has to constantly put out. My most recent one is the funniest one. I'm pretty okay. Here's the philosophy. If I get fired, I need to have as many funny stories as possible to say like, what was your experience like? Why did you get fired or something? So the most recent one was like, if I got fired 2 days ago, I could have been like, why'd you get fired, Brian? Well, because I made a video, and in the video, I asked the audience to dislike the video, and they did. Which I think is a legitimate thing, a legitimate engagement strategy, but he wasn't into it. But I literally released it, and I think it's funny, but I'm not going to do it again. Also, I didn't get fired, so we're all good. Mogul move! It was a mogul move! It got the people responding. So, going into chat here, you guys talked a lot about hot milk and stuff. How do you land a gig like that? Okay, so here's how you land a gig like that. Go find any clients that you can using your charisma and people skills. Look for people that have YouTube channels or don't, but are decently big on Twitch. Like they're killing it on Twitch and they're not killing it on YouTube. And then you say to them, hey, I can make good things for you on YouTube. And then you do that. A good strategy that I never ended up employing was just taking one of their VODs and making a good video out of it. I never did that. I went and like talked to them and said, will you pay me if I do this? And then they said yes. So I always did paid work instead of just like doing something for free. But very legitimate strategy just to like start doing it and working for them. So I landed a few clients here and there. Overwatch, League of Legends, Mario. So one day I had a couple of Mario streamer clients and it was all good. And Grand Pooh Bear's like social media manager made a tweet and said, I'm looking for video editors. And if anyone knows one, will you tell me? Cause like, I don't know any. And turns out, and this is like the most powerful endorsement ever, people from both fan bases of the people that I was editing for shouted me out to this manager. And so I was on the radar. I was on the radar all of a sudden. And then weeks later, maybe a month, then I was contacted to send a resume to, yeah, I think it was just that. Just to send a portfolio resume. So I was able to do that. Then I was asked to edit a test draft, and I did so, and I killed it. I gotta tell you, my video was amazing. My draft video was best video I ever made, I guess, in some respects. And he loved it. And then you wait like, wait. Like in between each of these steps is like 2 full months of waiting. So it literally was like, well, I guess it was like a 4-month long process where got recognized, sent the portfolio, sent the resume, made a draft, waited longer, got an interview, waited longer, got a second interview, got the job, beat a lot of other people out, felt amazing. Very, very fortunate, very privileged to be in this situation. I don't know, like, and here I am. I get to make videos all the time and I'm loving it. Super fun. And I'm slowly getting ahead on the schedule, so I get to talk to you guys a little bit more now, I think. And I think that pattern's going to continue. I'm not quite going to be streaming like 3 times a week or anything yet, but I am slowly gaining ground. Sometimes I'm going to have to do rush orders. For example, Animal Crossing is coming out on March 20th. I'm going to be editing on that day. Like, he's going to be streaming it like right when it comes out. He's going to continue to stream it. I'm going to try to like download the front half of his VOD and edit that into a video and throw that video out that day. Some like rush ordering, I'll be editing Animal Crossing day 1. It's interesting. So I think I answered that. How do you land a gig like that? You just start working and then you get lucky is my answer. Is he gonna fire you after your last stunt? No. I love it. So many people in the comments are like calling for my head. Fire your editor. My pinned tweet right now is just a comment that just says fire your new editor. And Pooh's response is just nah. I love that tweet. I think that's hilarious. Okay, should I move on? We're happy for you, but we miss you. Thank you. You edited Overwatch content? No, I edited for an Overwatch player. I edited her playing Borderlands 3 though. And then I never really like pushed it to edit more. But I think I made a decent Borderlands 3 video. For example, one time she says, "I'm such a great driver." And then I just like cut to 3 different crashes she did really quick. I thought that was funny. If you could live in one place in OSRS, where would it be? Well, I'm definitely going to be opening up the mini map, well, the world map, to consider this question a little bit further. But, oh shoot, that was 84 Runecrafting. Nice. Congratulations, me. Woohoo. Just to start things off, I am going to say it's going to suck to live anywhere that doesn't have a computer. But if I get to just like kill cows and like, I don't know, there's fireworks above my head occasionally. I don't know, living in RuneScape's pretty easy. So I don't know like what kind of like rules of reality we're gonna set on ourselves, but I guess we gotta live in ancient times and we can't play RuneScape all day. And we just gotta like go based on the prettiness. So the first thing that like came to my mind for a second, was with the mithril dragons actually. See? Now, the blue floor, I'm kidding. The first place that came to mind was Prif. My mind is a little unbalanced, though, unfortunately, because Prif, it's like endgame content, and it's got all these nice resources in it, and so that's the problem. Prif is cool, but, like, maybe it's just got the novelty that, like, I'm so used to Lumbridge, you know? I'm not going to do Karumja. I thought about Stronghold for a second, and I was like, nah, I don't want to climb trees all day. Artie is sick. You got the zoo. If you have a date, you just take her to the zoo. You've got the plague sitting next to you. Just kidding, you probably don't want this. They need to practice some social distancing over there. Falador is beautiful, so that's really cool. Varrock, you got the slums in. Varrock's kind of nice, but like you don't want to go into the southern area, you know? We need a tier list. We definitely need a tier list, but like Falador over Varrock, definitely. Falador over Lumbridge, because like that's not really a town to live in. Falador over Alcarid. I'm not living in the swamp over there. South Varrock is basically West Artie. Yeah, not as bad. Zaya, I'm really looking at Zaya here, and someone shouted out Hosidius in chat, and like, Hosidius, that's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. You got all the food around here. It's nice and green. Like, you wouldn't want to live here. Look at all the lava that's around. This is crazy. You wouldn't want to live here. You probably would be, I'm guessing, okay, the Arceus citizens, hear me out. I think that they're racists. You wouldn't want to live here. This is kind of nice, though. Like, this would be, like, you get the nice sea salt breeze every morning. So, what's our answer? Jeez, Hosidius is so nice. There are beaches around here and everything. Every, like, little cute town is just too little. Like, you wouldn't want to live in Edgeville, even though you have so many good memories with it. Okay. Let's go with Hosidius. We got it. Hosidius. Well, everybody, it's that time again. It's the end of Runecrafting episode 2. I don't know how long I talked. I have a feeling that I stretched out significantly fewer questions into significantly longer answers than last time. But I think that's what Twitch streaming is. You just stretch things way too long until people are like, move on. For instance, right now, let me move on to where you can follow me. You know what? You can subscribe to this YouTube channel. You can comment below. Actually, please comment below because that's directly how you can interact with this series. Give me a question for Runecrafting 3. You're in my shot. Can you throw a comment down below if you want to have a question answered? You know, I answered every single question that was given to me in the comments of the first episode. Unfortunately, it was just the cucumber one. Great question. You can follow me on Twitter. Hey, invest now because WeSkill Now Twitter stocks are rising quick. Seriously, now is the time to get in. You can like the video for whatever. Actually, you know what? Biggest result of liking the video is going to be making me happy. Making me, well, maybe not happy, but like the higher the number gets, the more prideful I will be. So I guess if you're down with that, and oh, maybe this is the most fun one for you. You can follow me on Twitch, and then you could be here live for the next Runecrafting episode. Woohoo! Okay, we've got one actual bonus question here at the end to finish off the episode. This one's from my wife. When will the dishes get